Hello there, Year 2s. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe. We're going to carry on with our learning in maths on pictographs or pictograms, okay? Like always, I hope you've got with you your journal and your amazing learning partner. Okay, let's begin. For our in focus task, I'd like you to look at this picture carefully. We've got a bead string in front of us, and we've got a tally chart which hasn't got any tallies yet, which is what I'd like your help with. So I've grouped them into yellow beads, green beads, blue and red beads. You need to remember how we did our tallies last week. Remember that a group of 5 looks like that. I'd like you to have a look carefully and make your tallies for each of these groups. I'm going to do the first one with your help, okay? So it says yellow beads. We're going to carefully, obviously, count up our yellows, okay? Yellow beads. So let's count together. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to check again that there's no more. I can't see any yellow, so we counted 5. Now with your help, I'm going to do my tally. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's right, I do a line through for 5. So that's my group of 5. That tells me that I've got 5 beads, which are yellow. Now I'd like you to pause the video and have a go at doing the rest of the tallies for the rest of the group. So can you do it for the green, blue and red beads, please? Count carefully and maybe use the help of that learning partner you've got with you at home. Okay, and we'll come back together to check our answers. Okay, I hope you've done that. Let's go and move on to check our answers. So here we've got our tally chart, and thankfully we've got the first one right. And we know that when we've got a symbol like that for our tallies, that is a group of 5. Let's check how many we've got of the green beads. Okay, remember that's a 5. 5 more makes 10, another 5 makes 15, and another 5 makes 20. So we've got 20 green beads. What about the blue? Let's count up again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well done. That's excellent counting up in 5s, Year 2s. Let's move on to the red. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So that's us counting up in 5s, remembering that symbol, that tally, looks like the one that looks like this is a group of 5, stands for a group of 5. Now from the tally chart, if you look at table number 2, it says Sam made this pictogram. Okay, so he used the information in his tally chart above to make a pictogram. Now remember, a pictogram uses a symbol, a key. Now here he's used a block, okay, or a block of multi-link to make a key, and he says each multi-link cube stands for 5 beads. Okay, so let's check. Yellow beads, he's just used 1 multi-link because 1 stands for 5, and we know if we check in our tally chart, there's our 5 there. So he just needs 1 cube of multi-link. Now our green beads, we had 5, 10, 15, 20. Has he got 4 of those, 4 of those multi-link cubes? He has, because we know we've got 5, 10, 15, 20. Same for the blue and red. Can you check by pausing the video with your learning partner if Sam has made an accurate representation of data using this key? Well done. Now that you're back, we can say together that Sam replaced the tally by using a key and a symbol for his pictogram, because that's what pictograms use. They use a special key. And each multi-link cube or block stands for 5 beads. Okay, I'm sure all of you would have checked again to see if Sam made an accurate representation of his data from his tally chart to his pictogram. Okay, let's move on. Each pictogram in Sam's, each multi-link cube in Sam's pictogram stands for 5 beads. That was our key sentence, remember? We are using basically our multiplication knowledge for the 5 times table, okay? And I know you also know this by counting up in your 5s, in your groups of 5, okay? So here, in our yellow beads row, we are just using one multi-link cube, which means one group of 5, which means we only have 5 yellow beads. Likewise for the green, we've got 4 groups of 5, which make, count up in your 5s, that's right, we make 20. Can you do the same for the blue and red beans, please? I also have a question for you. Why do you think it's a good idea to use a symbol like this multi-link cube to help represent 5 beads? Which is easier, using a symbol to represent 5 or actually just making it 1? Imagine if your key was 1, how would you represent 45 red beads? That would take you a long time, okay? So that's why Sam thought carefully and said, you know what? My beads are going up in groups of 5. So I can use a sensible key to say that 1 cube makes 5 beads or stands for 5 beads. And that's why his pictogram makes sense to decode. Okay, let's move on. You have got today's worksheet in front of you. Now today your key is 5. Okay, each item or object in your pictograms represent 5. Okay, that's your key. So this is your first sheet, and like I say always, remember, ask an adult or your learning partner to read the questions out to you if you are struggling. Okay, so that's your first one. There's your second, and I've circled the key for you just so you remember. So each bowl in this one stands for 5 animals, and you're using your 5 times table. There's number 3, and there's number 4. Okay, if it helps, recite the 5 times table to your learning partner. Keep saying it in your head. All you're doing is counting up the groups in 5s. Okay? Now, Miss Pope and I are looking forward to seeing your work. Try your best. Remember, you can pause the video at any time you like and go through the lesson again if you haven't understood anything in particular. If you have any further questions or want to send us your lovely work, please use this email address and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care then. Bye bye.